Howdy folks, and I hope you're all fine and dandy out there in collecting land, and welcome back to the channel for another 1/6 scale figure unboxing and review. And today it's the turn of Hot Toys' take on Donny Yen, aka Caine, from the Chad Stahelski directed 2023 actioner John Wick Chapter 4. So, hands up here, so much to my shame, I have got to say I have no John Wick figures in the collection. Yes, it's true, I know, hard to believe, but with Hot Toys' other iterations changing hands for silly money on the aftermarket, I thought I'd wait for the Chapter 4 figures before jumping in, as this could be the last outing of Keanu Reeves as Baba Yaga. That's on pre-order as well, so as soon as that lands, that'll be going up for review, so stay tuned for that. So, usual format folks, box, accessories, figure, then showcase at the end as always. But before we dive in, I'd like to send a massive thank you to everyone who supported the channel, and please drop a like on this review and help other people find Go Figure. And if you haven't already, please mash that subscribe button and bell notification icon and help this old collector to keep on rambling about plastic people. And I'd also like to send a massive thank you as well to William Wang over at One Man's Hobby for sourcing me this figure. If it's anything 1/6 scale that you're after, check out his website. There'll be a link in the description below. So, box, let's stop it from spinning and have a quick look at it. And I've got to say, straight off the bat, I am really liking the packaging that Hot Toys have gone for here. It's the usual slipcover design, but they seem to have gone all in to give it that premium feel. It's got a very, very sort of Art Deco feel about it, with these lines going on and this lettering. And I just think they've done an exceptionally good job here. It puts me in mind of the Peaky Blinders figures from Big Chief Studios, which will also be coming up for review on the channel as well. But yeah, what you've got on the front here is there's a little picture of Caine in the centre, sort of silhouette of Caine. You've got Caine in this gold foil deco lettering. It says John Wick Chapter 4, and there's all kinds of details going on here. You've got pocket watches, dueling pistols, the coin. There's even bullet holes in here, and there's some blood spatter if you look really, really carefully. Yeah, and it really does just sort of keep with the aesthetic of the film, and looks, as I say, really, really premium. On the sides there's a continuation of that design with Caine in the center there. That's on the right hand side as well. On the bottom it says John Wick Chapter 4, Caine on the top there, and if you bring it round the back, once again it's just a continuation of that design. And you've got the usual credits and warnings on the back here. Don't piss this figure off, or it might leave you at the foot of the steps of the Sacre-Cœur. Yeah, slipcover design. Let's get this out of the way and whip this slipcover off. And underneath you're greeted with, as always with Hot Toys, you've got this clear plastic window there with the figure underneath it. Around the sides here you've got the coins again, and yeah, oh, and around the back a continuation of that design. They've really, really designed just about everywhere on this box, which is nice to see. And it says the high table and Caine and the dueling pistols again at the bottom. So yeah, fantastic box. Really, really liking this box. It's a brand new figure, literally just come through the door, and so it's a voyage of discovery for me, at least anyway. So yeah, let's crack the seals open on this box and do as we always do, dive down onto the table and have a look at all the accessories that come with your Caine figure. Okay folks, so seals broken, accessories out. Let's take a look at everything that you get with your Caine figure. We will start with the hands as we always do. Oh, and I am super excited. I'm in hand heaven. Regulars to the channel will know me and my strange hand thing that I've got going on. There are 13 hands in total with this figure. I need to go and have a lie down in a darkened room. I'm that excited. I don't think I've ever seen so many hands with a 1/6 scale figure, and yeah, 13 in total. We'll grab a couple at random. There are so many going on here. You've got gripping hands, you've got expressive open palm hands, you've got neutral hands. There's a pair already on the figure as well. It's literally, it's just hand day. All my birthdays and Christmases have come at once here, but I'm going to stop rambling. Let's grab a couple and take a look at the details here. and what kind of sculpt we're looking at. Yeah, sculpt's pretty good. You've got some bone work and vein work in there. It's perhaps not the most detailed of hands that I've seen from Hot Toys, but the paint applications are up to the usual standard of Hot Toys, with those multiple layerings going on there to give that skin tone and texture. Yeah, perhaps not the most detailed I've seen. I would probably like to see some more creasing in the palm there, but yeah, then pretty nicely done, and there's sculpted in fingernails there as well. The flexibility test, and we're looking at a medium here. So I can't see any issues with having to use a hairdryer or hot water for posing. So yeah, I mean that's an example of one of the open palm hands. The left hand has got the sculpted in wedding ring, painted silver there, which is really nice to see. Yeah, and it's just such a wide variety. As I said, you've got gripping hands for the weapons here, both left and right, and yeah, all manner of hands going on here. I could just talk about these hands all day, but I'm sure you don't want to hear an old man rambling on about hands for 40 minutes, so we shall move swiftly on. But yeah, suffice it to say, there's a hell of a lot of them. The sculpt is very good, the paint applications are very good. Like I said, perhaps not the best I've ever seen from Hot Toys, but damn, what they perhaps lack in detail, they more than make up for in quantity. So we'll put this huge heap of hands to one side. What next? Let's get the mundane stuff out of the way. It comes with a set of instructions, unopened. You know me, regulars to the channel know me. I take my 1/6 scale figure out and throw the instructions to one side, but no doubt it tells you, you know, not to set fire to the figure or let it sunbathe for 3 hours in 90-degree temperatures, and you know, don't attempt to wrap its legs around its neck, that kind of thing. So yeah, we'll put those to one side. What else do you get? We'll get the base out the way. Now, I must admit, I do like where Hot Toys are going with their bases recently. I've left this plastic cover on it because I thought we could all enjoy together that lovely feeling you get when you peel that off. Oh yeah, there's something supremely satisfying about that. But yeah, it's the usual story from Hot Toys, that hexagonal base with that sort of plastic section on the top, and I really like this. I really like what Hot Toys are doing with their bases recently. I don't know whether it's the super high gloss or it's this partition section with this sort of tactile area on one side, or whether it's the design, but I just love what they've done here. I think it's really good, and this super high gloss section looks fantastic with the that skull in the center there with the John Wick logo on the top. Just really, really nicely done. It says Caine across the front there. It just looks like that's been printed on there, but yeah, super glossy, super shiny. That will scratch very, very easily, so yeah, a word of caution there. And you've got feet on the bottom as well, so hopefully that's going to minimize slippage in your display. So very nice base indeed, liking that a lot. Comes with a standard issue crotch grabber, which slots in the back there, which never works on camera. No, it doesn't. I'm not gonna try and force that on camera. We'll do that off camera because I don't want to risk scratching up that super high gloss finish on there. But yeah, props to Hot Toys on that base, liking that a lot. Weapons, okay, where would Caine be without his weapons? We'll start with the axe. All one piece of sculpted plastic. Doesn't look like there's any paint applications on here. Looks like they've just gone with the straight plastic as it was. Other than the tip of the blade at the front there and the spike at the back, which has got some silver applications on there, I think there's no other paint work. But the detailing is good. You've got the detailing on the head of the axe there and on the handle. And obviously, if this was metal, it would probably be problematic for him to hold it. But I'm happy with it being plastic, and very nice it is too. Screen accuracy is there, and yeah, very well done there from Hot Toys. What else? Let's take a look at the guns. We'll start with the dueling pistol, and straight away, I'm liking what they've done here. The detailing is really nice on the on that middle section of the gun there. They've attempted to give it a wood effect, give the plastic a wood effect here, and it is all one piece of sculpted plastic. But you've got this gunmetal paint application on the barrel and on the trigger section. No functioning trigger here, and no cocking action, but it does drop forward. The whole barrel drops forward, and you can see the sculpted and painted bullet on the inside there. So yeah, Very nice dueling pistol, so pop that to one side. Well, we're on the subject of guns, and now, once again, I'm going to say hats off to Hot Toys here, as I noticed this when I was taking these out of the box. I don't know whether these are officially licensed, but they seem to have printed the names of the guns on there, so, you know, a huge thumbs up to Hot Toys for helping me with my handgun education, which regulars to the channel will know I am trying to verse myself in the multitude of firearms that are out there. What it says on this one is something tactical. We're looking through old man's eyes here, so I don't think I can read that, not without some seriously strong glasses on. But yeah, it's pretty much what we've come to expect from the from Hot Toys and their handguns. They're just really, really well done. I've always been a big fan of Hot Toys weapons. They're all sculpted plastic, but the detailing is super HD and really nice to see. And there's gold sections underneath there. There's a gold trigger cocking section there. That chamber there is that sort of brass gold color as well, and just really, really nicely done. Cocking action, is there one with this one? I know there's cocking action with some of the weapons here, but no, doesn't appear there is with this one. But it's even got this green section on the top here. Removable clip with this one, possibly, maybe not. I'm not going to force it. No, it doesn't look like the clip's removable on that one, but yeah, that appears to be the Viper. So I am now educated in Vipers. So that's the Viper. We also get a, what looks like, I can't even read that either. No, can't read that one either. Oh, it does say Combat Hero, maybe? Combat Hand Hero? Combat Hero on the side of that one. But yeah, once again, same levels of paint application and sculpt. The detailing's picked out really nicely. Oh, this one does have a cocking action. Which is, that's not spring loaded, but it's nice to see. Don't think there's a removable mag with this one. No removable mag there. That looks like that's, I'll try and get my fingernail in there. No, I'm not going to force it. So yeah, you've got a variety of removable magazines and cocking actions going on here. And finally, this JS13. Once again, really nicely sculpted, really nicely painted. Cocking action here as well. No working. Oh yeah, that the hammer at the back there does work. Calling me a liar. Let's pop out this magazine if it's removable. Yeah, removable magazine there with sculpted and painted in bullet as well. So yeah, it's the usual story from Hot Toys and their handguns. Really nicely done, really well sculpted, really well painted, and lots of detail on there. So weapons, let's take a look at his signature Caine. Now, you get two versions of the Caine. Well, the Caine sword. We'll take a look at the sword first. Now, this is all one piece of sculpted plastic. Screen accuracy is most certainly there. Paint applications are nice. You've got that silver paint application on the blade area with the wave line in a slightly more matte paint application there to give it that realism. And it's very, very simple. Silver at hilt, black handle, and very simple indeed. Then you get as well the sort of the full version of the Caine. Now, once again, the handle's exactly the same as the sword section, but you've got the body of the Caine here as well, all one piece of sculpted plastic again with black and silver paint applications. Now, I won't say it's a complaint here, but what I would like to have seen, I'm not too put off by the fact that these aren't metal, because I think sometimes the metal accessories can pull a figure off balance and cause all kinds of issues. But I would like to have seen one of these where it's actually removable, where it comes out of the hilt itself, out of the scabbard itself. I think for dynamic posing, and at the end of the day, this figure is going to be in dynamic posing, I think, a lot of the time. It would have been great to be able to pose him drawing the sword. So maybe, you know, having done this, having added a third one, which was removable, so you could pose him with full Caine or sword, or a combination of the two would have been great. It would be great to pose him holding the sword and maybe using the scabbard to block with. So yeah, maybe a missed trick there for Hot Toys. They could have included that as well, but it is what it is. Pop those to one side. What else do you get? You get his sunglasses. These are really nicely done. All sculpted plastic. I'm going to issue the usual warning, and regulars to the channel will be sick of me saying this, but exercise caution with 1/6 scale glasses. We know how delicate they are. These are made out of plastic, so they break incredibly easily and are a real pain in the nuts to try and replace. So, but what I can tell straight away is the screen accuracy here. The shape is right, the color of the lens is right. That it's got that gold-colored frame with the black sections that go around the ears, and they've captured the shape just right and the color just right. And yeah, very, very impressive. So that's Caine's 6 scale glasses. So handle with care, but very, very nicely done. What else? Spare pair of wrist pegs, standard issue with Hot Toys, and good to see. You also get his little motion detectors, which it's nice to see Hot Toys have included these. Just a couple, they're just sculpted plastic, but really nicely done and screen accurate. The detailing's on there, and it just looks really nice. And they've included a couple there for him to pick up who's moving around him. So yeah, that's the motion sensors. Finally, you get the coins. Now you get 3 stacks of coins. Now these have all got a really nice gold paint application with a black wash to pick out the details. So you get 3 full stacks, and the detailing's on there. It's a little bit rough, but it's there. And then you get 3 individual coins as well. And if I manage to keep hold of this, well, not hold it and get it into camera with my sausage fingers, it will be nothing short of a miracle. But yeah, you get the 3 individual ones as well. Yeah, perhaps not the most detailed in the world, but these are tiny little things. But yeah, you get 3 individual coins as well. So that's your coins. So there you have it, folks. That's all the accessories that come with your Caine figure. So without further ado, let's bring out the blind assassin himself, get him onto that stand, get him onto the turntable, and find out what he's all about. Okay, folks, so here he is. It's Donny Yen himself, aka Caine, straight out of the box, straight onto the stand, and straight onto the turntable. And first impressions, I've got to say, are very, very good indeed. I'm a huge Donny Yen fan, and I think straight out of the box, it looks to me like Hot Toys have hit a home run here. The proportions look absolutely on point. That suit looks really, really good. The head sculpt looks fantastic, but we'll get a close-up look at that. It's a relatively simple figure. There's nothing particularly fancy going on here. What really needs to be done right here is the head sculpt and the suit, because it literally is just the suit, the shirt underneath it, and the head sculpt and the shoes, and that's pretty much everything that you're looking at here. But yeah, first impressions are definitely very, very positive. But let's do as we always do. Let's stop him from spinning and take a close-up look at the details. Let's bring him. Let's get him off this stand and right into the camera so we can have a close-up look. We'll start with the feet as we always do. You've got these sort of Cuban heel boots going on, which are screen accurate. Yeah, they are super shiny, really nicely sculpted. The detailing is nice on the side here. You've got this sort of stud section going on here with the silver paint applications. The boots themselves are sort of ankle boots, but the detailing actually continues up through the top part of the boot there. And you've also got that black sock underneath, which is always nice to see. The feet themselves, now these feet I don't believe are actually pegged in. I believe what we've got going on here is some kind of ratchet, maybe. It doesn't feel like it's pegged in. It feels more like it's a sort of a swivel ankle, a hinge and swivel ankle. Let's just see what the articulation's like here. Yeah, there's very little movement going on there. There's some sort of lateral movement, but there's really no forward and backward movement, which is a bit disappointing because, as I mentioned, oh yeah, there's definitely a sort of hinge and swivel thing going on there. The nature of this figure is dynamic posing, and yeah, that might get in the way a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Some forward and backward movement would have been nice, but the detailing's nice, the paint applications are nice. I'm just going to bump these lights up alongside me here a little bit, so we can pick out the details here. Right, the suit itself, okay. very simple suit. As people who know the film will have seen, the suit itself is a very simple cut. And it looks like Hot Toys have nailed this on. The material itself feels like a cotton, possibly a man-made material. Difficult to tell here. I wouldn't like to hazard a guess whether it's man-made or whether it's actually a cotton. It's got this slight shine to it, which is screen accurate. The colour is absolutely on point with this deep blue. That's screen accurate. The cut is really nice. The stitch work is absolutely on point all the way around here. I've had issues with Hot Toys stitch work in the past, but it looks like they've got this completely nailed on. Very, very simple, these pants design, but very, very effective. Let's check the articulation in the legs while we're here. You've got a ratchet joint there. Feels like it's a double ratchet. Yes, it is. And this leg will go all the way up to the back there. So plenty of articulation there. Let's check the hip section. Oh yeah, you've got a swivel there at the top of the leg. So yeah. Perhaps what is lost in that ankle joint is made up for in the other joints in the leg, so hopefully posing won't be an issue. Let's take a look at the waist section. Now, yeah, the stitch work in there is really nice. Very accurate, very, very simple, but very, very well done. Take a look around the back. Yeah, the fall looks right. I don't think these will be functioning pockets simply because of the nature of the material. Oh, no, they are. You've got functioning pockets in the back there. Onwards to the shirt. Now, this shirt feels like it's a cotton material with that high crew stroke polo neck there. Material is a nice weave. It's a nice fine weave, which so it doesn't throw the figure off. And yeah, it does the job and it is absolutely on point. Slightly off white, not completely white. Once again, that's screen accurate. Let's check the waist articulation while we're here. Yeah, you've got a good amount of swivel there at the waist. So yeah, that's going to aid posing. The jacket. Now, jacket's made out of the same material as the trousers, obviously, and I'm going to bang on like a broken record about 1/6 scale suits. I still say, hardest thing to do. It is the hardest thing in the 6 scale world to get right, and I think this actually looks and falls really, really, really well. I think it's up there with some of the best 1/6 scale suit work I've seen. The fall all over is really, really nice. The jacket itself, stitch work is the same high level. The fall is just right. You can actually, if you're wanting to, you can actually futz down this shirt over the wrist peg area. It's run up. It's literally straight out of the box. This, and I think it's riding high because of it being in the box. But yeah, maybe a pair of tweezers underneath there and pull that down to cover up the wrist joints here. Functioning pockets. No, not in the jacket. It's got these wide lapels, once again, screen accurate. The fit around the shoulders is good, feels like there's a little bit of padding in there. The arms, let's check the articulation in the arms. I think, yeah, we've got there's a bicep swivel there, and yeah, the arm itself feels like it's a double ratchet again. Yeah, that's going to go right up to the shoulder. Obviously only restricted by the movement's only restricted by this suit itself. It's only 2 layers, so it shouldn't really hinder it that much. Let's take a look around the back of the suit. Yeah, really nice fit and finish, really nice stitch work, and just falls really well. And something rather unique in this figure, and it's something I've never encountered in a 1/6 scale figure before, is that Hot Toys have actually wired the back here. Not only have they wired the back of the suit around the bottom of it like that there, but they've also wired the front. And I don't think I've ever come across a wired suit before, not in my collection anyway. It's a first on me. But yeah, the whole bottom area around the here and this flap at the back are wired. So once you've got him in that dynamic pose, you can have this suit going off in one direction or catching the wind just to accentuate the realism of the pose and give it that animated look, which is great to see. But also as well, if you're wanting to just flatten it down and have it look properly fitted as well, those wires are going to help with holding that jacket in place so it's not going to bunch out and look unrealistic or baggy. So yeah, that's the suit. Let's just check the articulation in the shoulders. Oh yeah, really nice movement there. You've got a butterfly joint going on there. So yeah, that's going to aid posing as well. So let's take a look at the important stuff, this head sculpt. I'm going to move this camera back ever so slightly and drop it in this gap. Now, I'm going to be particularly fussy about this, being a big Donny Yen fan. I think Hot Toys have really got to get this right, and as far as I can see, they have absolutely nailed this on. Now, Donny Yen fans will know this guy has aged unusually well. I mean, he's in his 60s now, I think, but his skin is incredibly good for his age, and I should know. Hot Toys have really captured that. There's very few lines or wrinkles or distinguishing features. Like, certain people will have certain marks on their skin, certain areas, certain scars. Example, Christian Bale with the mole in the corner of the eye. But Donny Yen really doesn't have that much by the way of distinguishing marks or imperfections on the skin. So really, Hot Toys have got to nail on this sculpt 100%, and I think they have there. I think that is absolutely phenomenal. The skin tones are really, really good, really subtle, really well painted. The sculpt itself, from any angle there, is Donny Yen. They've got the milkiness to the eyes, to indicate the blindness, along with the scars across either eye, the self-inflicted scars. The eyebrows are done really, really well. Only slight furrowing where the eyebrows meet there. The hair, let's flip him over and take a look at this hair. Yeah, usual Hot Toys high standard. The style is absolutely on point. They picked out individual strands there. There is no visible seam line, maybe a hint of seam line. Sorry, dropping it down out of the shot there. Maybe a slight hint of seam, but nothing too extensive there. Even down to the feathering of the hair at the nape of the neck there, all done really, really well. I think that is an excellent Donny Yen head sculpt, I have to say. I am super impressed with that. I think, Hot Toys have been, for me, a little bit hit and miss recently, so I think this is making up ground substantially. I think they've absolutely nailed it on there. In actual fact, what we'll do is we'll just pop those sunglasses on him, and we're going to see him, with sunglasses on in the showcase section at the end. But I just want to see what he looks like with these on, because it's that iconic Caine look. I've got to be very, very careful here trying to do this on camera because I can't get too close. There we go. Sunglasses on, literally slip into place there. Wow. Yeah, and that even better maybe than without sunglasses. They're perfectly proportioned as well, and sometimes sunglasses on figures, it looks great with them on, or it looks great with them off. Not both, but I think they've managed to capture the best of both worlds here, Hot Toys. Yeah, so there you have it. That is Hot Toys' take on Donny Yen as Caine from John Wick Chapter 4. Let's go in for final thoughts on this guy. Let's get him spinning again, and wrap this whole thing up before the showcase. So, what can I say? Plus points. Tailoring on that suit, absolutely phenomenal. Really, really good. Some of the best, if not the best, 1/6 scale suit work I have seen in a long, long time. Articulation, very, very good. Screen accuracy, absolutely on point. Head sculpt, superb. It's the Hot Toys that we know and love, and when Hot Toys get it right, they absolutely nail it on. Accessories, very, very good. I would say, and this is probably more a personal niggle, I would have liked to have, as I mentioned before, in the accessories section, seen a sword that comes out of the sheath, but that's a minor gripe. Hands, well, hand heaven for Mr. Go Figure here. With 13 separate hands to muck around with, you're going to have a field day. And I know I'm going to have a field day posing this figure. So yeah, accessories on point, bar one minor niggle. Everything is nailed on here. And you know me and you know the channel. If I can't find anything wrong with the figure, I've got to go with a 10. And I genuinely can't find anything to criticise here. As I say, a couple of minor niggles, maybe the creasing in the palms of the hands and that sword. But as I say, they are minor issues here. So do I give it a 10? Do I give it a 9.5? I'm going to give it a 10. I'm going to give it a 10. And that's a rare occurrence on this channel. It's not unknown, but it's a rare occurrence. I think they've absolutely done John Wick Chapter 4 and Donny Yen proud. I am really, really happy to have this in this collection. Now I am just chomping at the bit for the John Wick figure to go with him. They're going to pair up so well, I know they are. I'm just hoping that that Hot Toys keep the bar this high for the Keanu Reeves figure as well. So yeah, there you have it. A 10 on a good day, a 9.5 if I'm feeling particularly aggressive towards Hot Toys and want to be pedantic, but yeah, we'll go with a 10. So yeah, there you have it. That about wraps this review up, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been useful for you. What's coming up on the channel? Well, I'm not going to go into individual figures as that would take forever and a day, but suffice it to say, in the 6 scale world, we have stuff from InArt, from Pure Arts, from Hot Toys, from Susu Toys, Present Toys. The list goes on. In the quarter scale world, we have action figures and statues coming in. We have retro reviews. We've got new stuff. We've got more episodes of Don't Make Me Choose, where I pit 2 similar figures up against each other in the ring, and the winner gets to stay and the loser has to hit the highway. There'll be more episodes of that coming up. So yeah, I suppose all that remains for me to say, from the legendary Donny Yen, aka Caine, take care of yourselves, happy collecting, and it's over to the showcase.